violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe, hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all killing me with this shit.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more do you want from me?
It's aimed at cracking down on businesses that may be contributing to crime problems. As Rob Masson reports, if certain crimes occur on business properties, those businesses may soon be shut down.
In their effort to try and tackle crime, the New Orleans City Council has now given the city's police chief broad new powers in shutting down businesses that could be contributing to the problem.
And if a business is ever going to be shut down, it's going to be because a judge saw that the business met all the criteria and that was the last resort.
Under the measure proposed by Councilmember Helena Moreno, those criteria would be 3 violations of criminal acts on a business property in New Orleans within a single year.
And that can actually rack up pretty quickly because New Orleans is super hot. So I don't think that is fair, that specific rule. But what's going to happen is obviously the community is going to be disproportionately affected by this. I know they're trying to show these like druggy gliders here, but the reality is it's the brothers chilling outside with a cup of lean and a Black and Mild or something like that, or a Bleezy, blazing, posted up, looking hard. That's going to end up causing a lot of the situations that might go down at these businesses.
Those crimes include, which are very clearly listed on the ordinance, distributing, storing, or manufacturing controlled substances, storage or possession of stolen property or unregistered firearms, or the furtherance of a crime of violence.
As the council debated the nuisance ordinance, concerns were raised about possible unfair enforcement.
Even when the intent is good, it seems like in many cases that the disparaged community bears the brunt a lot more than the violators who are in other communities.
Moreno said the bill will include a reporting element to monitor the racial breakdown of those who are shut down.
We don't want to ever there ever be any accusations of subjectivity. We wanted to make sure that it was like, nope, it's about meeting the criteria.
Yeah, and like I said, the issue is that some of these businesses in the community, they're not doing business the right way. They're just not doing business the right way. And this is definitely going to have an impact on the community.
The measure received unanimous council support, especially in light of a recent incident where a Baton Rouge bar was shut down after Madison Brooks of Covington was allegedly raped and died on a Baton Rouge street after visiting a bar there.
In light of what just happened in Baton Rouge in particular, that we have an even greater onus to make sure that we're enforcing this.
But the thing is, like, how I know in this case with the bar, that business is definitely liable. But at the same time, are you just going to hold businesses responsible for what people do off the premises of their establishment just because they got lit at that establishment? I don't really think that's fair.
Equitably and evenly.
The new nuisance law will not apply to residential properties, only businesses. And the measure provides for a business to be shut down for up to 2 years and possibly face civil penalties if it is declared a nuisance by a civil court judge and padlocked by police. Elena Moreno said she modeled the statute after a similar law put in place in Baltimore by former New Orleans Police Chief Michael Harrison. Meg.
Of Charbonnet Funeral Home tells me someone broke in their facility, but he fears that the break-in stems from the unhoused population that's been growing underneath the Claiborne Bridge.
I've been here for 135 years, my family, and I have a whole block here. I can't just fold up the cotton and leave, you know. And
my man said, "Fold up the cotton." No pun intended.
It's beginning to hurt me.
The uptick in crime in New Orleans impacting one longtime business owner.
It's not the normal break-in that you would see. People want to take televisions and all these other things. They didn't take those kind of things. They took things that they could dispose of very quickly.
Louis Charbonnet believes the break-in had something to do with the growing unhoused population under the Claiborne Bridge. He fears if not addressed, his business will suffer.
They took a lot of linens, blankets, things that we use just at the funeral home.
I got a first-hand look at the conditions under the Claiborne Bridge.
Here under the Claiborne overpass, you see the large encampment, but it's on public property. So the city has restrictions as to what can happen on public property.
I asked Councilman King, how can the city remove Mardi Gras ladders from public property then? He says the rules are tricky.
That's a tricky answer. If someone has an encampment on a private property, the city can't go onto that private property and remove those individuals.
Charbonnet wants the city to come up with a solution rather than a temporary fix.
I don't know exactly what the powers that be can do, but they need to do something. And I know there's something that can be done.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said, I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pop.
Y'all tell me what they say.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more do you want from me?
An Uber driver shot in the head by a passenger is recovering in the hospital and sharing what happened in her vehicle on Friday in a
Dang. So from robbing funeral homes to shooting Uber drivers in the head, the community, you have outdone yourself. Look, man, I really coming here day to day and putting out these videos, it's not easy because I see so much of this, and it really is heartbreaking because it's almost like people just are not aware that this is going on in mass. It's wild.
arrest reports. Gulfport police say Linda Buford was Ubering 17-year-old Triniel Coates Jr., who rented the ride under his older brother's name. Coates allegedly pulled out a gun and shot Buford in the head.
Dang, so his older brother set it up, and it looks like bro definitely spazzed out on Shorty. And this really makes it look bad for brothers who are trying to get Ubers, especially when when you call the Uber, it asks, hey, is this ride for you? You can put yes or no, and it definitely presents an unsafe environment for sure.
That happened near the intersection of Tennessee Street and Chicago Avenue in Gulfport. Buford then drove more than 2 miles to Rouse's begging for help. Then 4 days after the shooting, Buford sharing a message on Facebook. She says, in part, quote, "I'm still in shock that something like this can happen here to one of us. I was meant to be killed, shot point blank in the back of the head." The teen gunman is being held at the Harrison County Adult Detention Center on a $250,000 bond.
News as we come on the air tonight. Police investigating after a woman falls out of her car with a gunshot wound at a Gulfport grocery store.
Police telling us she drove there after she was shot. Now, we still don't know where that shot was actually fired, but the woman was found here at the Rouse's grocery store on Pass Road in Gulfport. You know where this is, right at the busy intersection with Cow and Lorraine Road.
Wow.
And when shoppers and employees saw the woman, they offered whatever help they could while looking on in shock.
Some of the witnesses sharing their story with us tonight. Let's go out live to Stephanie Poole at the scene. Stephanie, what are we hearing?
Yes, that's right, Jennifer. The Rouse's market scene is pretty quiet right now. Earlier this evening, emergency agencies filled the parking lot to go where the victim was found hurt. We're going to go ahead and pull up that video to show you some of those images. Now, once again, Public Information Officer Sergeant Jason DeCray says Gulfport police got the call around 6:22 tonight. As of now, officers continue to search for a suspect. A description of the shooter and vehicle has not been released. Witnesses reach out and tell us that the moments of the victim was found in her car. One person says she was covered in blood on her shirt, asking and crying for help. She was laying on the ground near the entrance. Shortly, officers arrived to administer aid to her and take her off to the hospital. DeCray says they are continue working to gather those details. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
About 6:22, we got a call of a shooting victim at Rouse's. When we arrived, officers learned that it occurred at a different location, and the victim just drove to Rouse's. Her current status is stable. And that's all I've got. It's still an ongoing investigation.
We'll release more updated information as it becomes available. The Rouse's market is now back open for business. Live here tonight in Gulfport, Stephanie Poole, WLOX News Now. Back to
Man, Uber is very dangerous. You have to be careful when doing it. Lyft, all that kind of stuff. You can get caught up in a very, very dangerous situation. And that's sad, man. This story is just sad. I keep saying that, unfortunately, it looks like the super gremlins are out here hunting gliders. And I wish it didn't look like that, but that's what, I mean, for no reason. It reminds me of that other one, the other story from Chicago, I believe, where a very similar thing happened, but they actually deleted that woman. So it's all bad, man. But y'all got to be safe, especially driving Ubers. These super gremlins are on demon time.
you in the studio.
Thanks, Stephanie. Again, this is a developing story, and we're expecting to learn more. Stay with us for updates.
She's lucky to be alive. An Uber driver shot in the head just 13 days ago. Tonight, an interview you'll only see here on WLOX.
For the first time tonight, Linda Buford shares her harrowing story and her message for the teen charged with pulling the trigger.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Make a life changing decision. That's all you get. So if I didn't hit it, I would have dropped. I would lose my bonus.
It started off like any other Friday night for Uber driver Linda Buford.
Let's see how much money we're gonna make today, right?
She's
Guys, the fact that she's still going is crazy. These Uber drivers, you know, they really do some great things, taking people from here to there. But the way that the community is just taking advantage of these individuals is absolutely insane. Okay, shouldn't happen at all. You know, like I said, this is not the first instance, and it kind of reminds me of that video in Memphis where the Super Gremlins were saying that, hey, you know, now we're gonna start targeting grandmas and all that type of stuff, kids, and this is where it has come. This is where we're at with it.
Says Uber offered her a $350 bonus if she met their quota. That prompted Linda to accept rides she normally wouldn't take in areas where she didn't feel safe.
When I first started, even being a slightly bit trepidatious of the danger, I was like, you just be smart. You don't go where you know not to go.
Going against her better judgment, Linda says she accepted a ride January 20th off Hughes Avenue. Gulfport police say 17-year-old Trinielle Coates requested the ride from his older brother's account.
I'm driving to pick him up, and he texted me, and he said, go around to the side where the mailboxes are. It's dark, very scary back there. Usually within 30 seconds, they're in the vehicle. And it was like 4 minutes.
When Coates finally got inside.
Yeah, she should have left. She should have left, honestly, because it is hot in, I mean, it's hot all across the states, but especially in this area.
Her vehicle, Linda says he didn't say a word, even when she tried to speak to him.
To be honest with you, I was scared. I'm watching the time. I'm pulling down the road to Tennessee Street, and I'm pulling down the road, and I said, is this it, maybe? And he goes, drive to the stop sign. And so I did, and then I stopped, and he opened the door. I had my foot on the gas. I said, thank you, have a nice, bam. And I knew it. I knew it. I knew it, and I felt it go in, and I felt it crumble, and it shoot out.
Wow, man. For no reason. Literally no reason. These Super Gremlins are on demon time.
Linda hit the gas, driving nearly 80 miles an hour away from Tennessee and Chicago avenues. She laid on the horn, speeding through neighborhoods.
I was coming down Pass Road, and I knew that Rouse's was about 2 miles away. So I was like, and that.
And Rouse's, remember, Rouse's is where that comedian actually was shot at, and he was hit with a stray. He wasn't even the intended target. So very dangerous out there in New Orleans.
I got on the road, and my phone's right here, so 911. So 911 was emergency. I was like, I've been shot, but they couldn't understand me. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Linda made it to the Rouse's parking lot. Confused shoppers walked out of the store to find her on the ground just outside her SUV, begging for help. Medics on the ground sent her by air to an out-of-state hospital.
I knew I was going to live. When I got the helicopter, and I had the head on, and the spots arrived, and the blood stopped, I felt like I was going to live.
What do you think his intentions were in
The
shooting
car. I just went the car.
So he was trying to jack the whip. I mean, it's so crazy because you call the Uber, it's evidence, like your brother called the Uber. It's like, how are you even going to explain that? How are you even going to explain that? I told you guys, we're living in a crash out culture.
Question she can't answer, why her?
I have a baby. And it's me. What should be so important to you? You would destroy my life. I'm going to ask myself, what should you be so desperately that my life, and my family, and my baby mean nothing to you?
I mean, I told you guys, these Super Gremlins don't care. She was probably very woke before this. And, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. crazy.
Now, before the shooting, Linda was a well-known on the coast for operating several fitness businesses. She even won Wheel of Fortune in 2007. She was only doing delivery and driving work to supplement her income.
And even though she's severed ties, Linda still wants to help Uber and other rideshare companies protect their drivers.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. So, bad news, guys. Bad freaking news. And before I give you guys the bad news, if you can read the title of the stream. I've done the work. I put in the work on this channel. I'm not sure about the future of this channel. Genuinely, I'm not. And this is just like my authentic thoughts. This is just me kind of reflecting on all the work that I've done, all the hard work in editing and producing this content, all the research that I've done for this channel. I mean, I love doing these videos, guys. And this decision from YouTube has, it's gotten me very emotional. And I see people go to Odyssey, go to Rumble. This is how I know y'all don't follow me. It's how I know y'all. I mean, and I'm not putting any of the blame on you guys. I got a lot of people in here who support me. I'm already on every other alternative platform. Nobody goes over there to support. All my videos are backlogged on Odyssey and Rumble. I get 1 view. So, I mean, it's obvious that y'all have a brand loyalty to YouTube. And that's fine, because this is the biggest video sharing platform in the world, arguably, right? So everybody's like, go here, go there, go here, go there. I'm already fucking there. I'm already there. Okay. Nobody gives a fuck. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just talk real. And I'm going to show you what YouTube said about my channel. Okay. I'm going to show you what YouTube said about the channel. Why I was refused monetization. So here we are. This is my YouTube dashboard. Sorry, let me, okay. It's my YouTube dashboard. Your channel wasn't accepted for monetization. After reviewing your application, we found that your channel does not follow YouTube's monetization policy. So, guys, as you know, I don't curse in my daily uploads at all. At all. And if I do, I might slip up one time over the course of I'll probably do one curse word every 50 videos. Okay. I'll probably do one curse word every 50 videos. So that's an issue. They're not really giving me a real reason. They're saying the content is harmful or hurtful content. So, I'm going to compare other YouTubers to my channel. Okay. Other YouTubers who are in real fucking trouble. Real deep trouble. Okay. There are other YouTubers who are in serious legal trouble for doing actual crimes, and they're still monetized. So we're gonna do that again. We've already broken down so many different YouTubers who are in trouble, in real legal trouble, you know, who promote the violence, who push, you know, these negative stereotypes of the Black community. I don't do any of that. I don't promote the violence. I actually condemn it. So they're saying my content is incendiary. Okay. And what incendiary means, it essentially means it's meant to provoke. It's meant to cause chaos. It's meant to, you know, create, I mean, not real fires, but it's meant to create some type of turmoil, which it's not. It's meant to inform. This is educational. This is educational. And I wish that we could like sit down with a YouTube rep or do a Zoom call and say, hey, what specific videos are harmful or hateful or incendiary or any of that nonsense? Because my videos are furthest from that. My videos are about education. My videos are about keeping people, Americans, safe, not just Black people, not just white people, not just Hispanics. It's about keeping everyone safe. Okay. They say my content is demeaning. Demeaning how? For putting out the truth. So does that mean that CBS is demeaning? Does that mean that ABC is demeaning? Does that mean that Fox News is demeaning? Does that mean that CNN is demeaning? Because they cover the same stories that I do. They just don't tell you the truth. They just don't tell you the fucking truth. Okay? They say I'm promoting violence or hatred. Where have I ever promoted any type of violence? My whole channel is about stopping the violence. When have I ever promoted any violence? They're saying, I fuck with you, Krabby Turtle. Ever consider hiring a lawyer? With what money? I'm demonetized, bruh. I'm demonetized, and I'm not trying to like shoot down you guys' solutions, but hire how? Like, come on, bro. How? With what money? I'm gonna have to retain a lawyer, and they get paid hourly, $100 an hour, nigga. With what money? I mean, nobody's donating to the channel. Nobody's hitting the Cash App. Nobody's hitting the PayPal, and I don't require that out of you guys. I just require you to watch the video, share the video, like the video. And a lot of people can't even do that. And I'm not trying to shit on my subs. I love you guys to death. And, you know, I'm upset that I can't build this channel the way that it's supposed to be built. Guys, I've been stuck at the same sub count for ever since I've been demonetized, 90 days. So ever since I was demonetized, I've been stuck at the same sub count. So, you know, everybody has these solutions on what to do and whatever. I've already branched out to every single platform. Nobody goes over there to support. Okay, because y'all have loyalty to YouTube. It's called brand loyalty. And even though we all complain about YouTube, we all have brand loyalty to YouTube. Okay. And that's just the facts. I got brand loyalty to YouTube. You guys have brand loyalty to YouTube. And you can't deny that. If you have loyalty to Alphabet, which is Google, you got brand loyalty to YouTube. If you use a Google search engine, you've got brand loyalty to YouTube. So I'm promoting violence, even though I'm talking against the violence. Okay. Are the news channels promoting violence? CSNBC or MSNBC rather, CNN, you know, ABC, are they promoting violence too? Are these news anchors who cover the, I mean, how else are we supposed to get the fucking news out if we don't promote the realities of what's going on in the community? Yeah, I have a second channel too. I promote it. Nobody goes over to sub. It's BGZM News 17. It still hasn't, you know, I mean, I hear all you guys' suggestions and I'm open to the suggestions. But if I see a suggestion that I've already done that, you know, the subscribers, and like I said, I'm not blaming you guys at all. It's not your fault. But my point is that as a YouTuber who does very sensitive content like I do, I don't know what it is, but nobody nobody really goes and supports. Nobody really goes and supports the links in the description box. I mean, I've got a 1-minute commercial in between every video and nobody cops the merch. Nobody, donates. Nobody goes and supports the GoFundMe for independent alternative news media. Nobody really, goes to the second channel, even though the second channel has been created since I created this channel. And I created a second channel for a reason, because I knew that this was likely. I'm actually streaming from my second channel as we speak. Let's see. We got 2 people watching from BGZM News 17. I'm telling you guys right now, everything that you've thought of, I've already done. So, but that's not important. What's important is I keep bringing you guys this motherfucking truth. How about that? What's important is that I keep standing on motherfucking 10. How about that, nigga? We gonna keep going. Okay? We're gonna keep going. I don't care what they have against me. I don't care if I'm demonetized. I don't give a fuck if I'm getting 1 view. I mean, I care. Yes, I do care. But that's not going to stop me from putting out this content. So all in all, guys, quoting the great Wolf of Wall Street, I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. You dig? And we are going to expose. We are going to expose other YouTubers who are still up, who are promoting violence, who are promoting violence against black men. We're going to expose that shit. We're going to expose it. So let's look at other YouTubers who are monetized. Okay. And yes, they're going to be fucking musicians. Yeah, they are. K-Flock. All right. And I'm not trying to single this brother out, but he is a super gremlin on Demon Time. Okay. And he is currently, he has 731K subscribers. He is, that's 100 times more than I have. He is in gaining subscribers every day. He is currently monetized on YouTube. Okay. He is currently under investigation for a RICO case. I believe it is a state RICO case. New York State. Okay. He's getting all these views. He killed a man. He's promoting violence in his fucking music videos. They're literally waving guns at the camera. He's still monetized. He's waving guns at the camera. I've never brought a gun on my stream. I've never told anybody to do anything to anyone on my stream. I've never once said, hey, because these super gremlins are wilding, go out in the streets and just start capping random. No. I've never said that. I said, keep your distance. Make sure you understand what's going on. Check your surroundings. Look about. Look alive. 901 Shelby Drive. Look alive, right? Look around. Understand your situation. Understand what neighborhoods you're living in. Understand your proximity to the violence and move accordingly. This guy, and I'm not trying to single him out. I don't have any personal gripes against him, but he obviously promotes violence. What did they say about Jen Quavius? I promote violence and hatred. Hatred's towards who? Hatred towards who? Where? They said especially on the basis of a protected characteristic. Since when have I promoted hatred toward these super gremlins? Never. I do promote accountability. Okay. Let's go to another one. And anybody that I bring up, I don't have any type of personal beef with them. 1090 Jake, aka end of sentence. Okay. End of sentence. EOS. He promotes the violence. And I like his channel. I appreciate the information that he puts out. Very good information. He promotes the violence. He denounces people who cooperate with police, which we don't do over here. We support these people. If you are cooperating with police in the assistance of an investigation of a homicide, I 100% support you. Me, Jen motherfucking Quavius. I support that shit. I support that shit. He doesn't. He's monetized. His following grows. I mean, I like him, but let's keep it a buck. I'm a better YouTuber than him. Sorry. I like him, but I'm a better YouTuber than him. Okay? You know, and shout out to 1090 Jake. I fuck with him. And that's maybe my personal opinion. Maybe other people don't think that. Maybe other people don't think that, you know, maybe people don't even think that I can, you know, hold a jock strap, a virtual jock strap to 1090 Jake. Okay. It's all based off of subjectivity and personal opinion and the style and YouTuber that you make. But let's keep it a buck. I'm more dynamic. I'm funnier. I'm wittier. I'm quicker on my feet. I improv more. Okay. I do more stories. I upload more frequently. I'm a better YouTuber, respectfully. He promotes the violence. He does. Whether y'all say he promotes the violence. Okay. Straight up. So another YouTuber, Q Money. We've done this before. Q Money, still on YouTube. He's actually in prison right now. His channel's still demonetized or monetized. He's in prison right now for killing his best friend. I did a story on this. He's still monetized. Okay? He's still monetized. And YouTube is saying, oh, my content is incendiary, it's demeaning, it's promoting violence or hatred, especially on the basis of protected characteristics. Do you know how many black families, do you know how many black families have come into my DMs and said, hey, man, I really appreciate you doing that story on my cousin. I really appreciate you doing that story on my brother, man. Like, people don't even know what's going on in these streets. I really appreciate you doing that story on my mother who was shot to death by a 15-year-old kid. Man, people don't even know how bad it is in the ghettos, man. I really appreciate you doing that story on my auntie, man. She was killed, you know, from a random bullet, man. I really appreciate you doing that story. This is why I'm so emotional about this. This is why I'm so emotional about this. Because people come to me and they say, you are doing the Lord's work. There was an Army veteran. I did a story on his brother who got killed, the one who was in Atlanta. And, you know, his mom was kind of dumbfounded as to why he, you know, the young man got killed. They met up in a park. He was shot to death. He lost the duel. Okay, he had ops. He was participating in the op culture. His brother actually hit me up, and I'm not going to say his name, but y'all guys can go do your research. But his brother actually hit me up, and he said, hey, man, you know, the thumbnail, it hurt my mother's feelings. It hurt my mother's feelings. You know, if you don't mind, could you just change the thumbnail or take the video down? I told him, look, brother, I respect you guys. My job is to spread awareness. He said, you've been doing some great work. Matter of fact, let me read exactly what he said. He said, you've been doing some great work, brother. I respect your work. I mean, I could read these testimonies. I could read these testimonies. I got a girl. She said, you know, let me go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you guys my testimonies, bruh. Cause this shit is real for me, y'all. This shit is real for me, guys. Like, I'm not even I don't like to get worked up on stream, but it's not about the money, y'all. It really isn't. It's about the message, and it's about the passion that I put into these videos. It's about the exposure that that these families don't get because nobody gives a fuck about a little black kid getting killed. So, I got testimonies, man. I mean, I just did a story on, let me see. I just did a story on the brother Michael Hintz, man. Okay. Let me go to it. Did a story on the brother Michael Hintz, 13-year-old boy. This kid was killed in a shooting. Okay. He got spun on in an abandoned house. Okay. I believe it was in Baltimore. If I'm not, either Baltimore or Detroit. He was killed. His sister reached out to me. I'm not going to say her name. Sister reached out for me. She said, I'm the sister of Michael Hintz. I saw the video of you reacted to my brother killed. She said, I was coming home from school. It was my birthday when it was the day that he was killed. It was her birthday when her brother, 13-year-old brother, was killed. She and her mother saw my video. She reached out to me in the Instagram DMs. She said our mother saw the video as well. I sent my condolences. She said, thank you so much for your message and your condolences. Okay. Okay. I had another brother who hit me up. He said, hey man, the thumbnail, can you change the thumbnail? I said, I'm not going to take the video down. I'll change the thumbnail though. He said, I love the work that you're doing. That thumbnail really struck a nerve with my mom. Can you take it? I switched the thumbnail. Okay. Dude, like, it's wild, bro. I mean, it's so wild that they can just say that my content is promoting violence or hatred when I've never done that. Ever, bro. I've never done that. Like, you could say whatever you want about me. Like, it is what it is. Like, you could talk shit about me. You could say, oh, you look like this, you ugly ass nigga, whatever the fuck. I don't care. What I care about are these stories. What I care about are these families. What I care about is getting the message out. That's why when I got demonetized, I didn't stop. I could have said, fuck it. I got another YouTube channel. It's monetized. I could have focused on that. I split my time because I know how important this is. It's not about the money. It's about the message. And it just so happens that, see, people think, oh, well, you're just begging for coin. No, I'm not begging for coin. When you are demonetized on YouTube, your exposure stops. When you are demonetized on YouTube, any type of motion that you had on this app is fucking gone. You'll never get a video to crack 1,000 views again if you're demonetized. You'll never get a video to crack 1,000 views again. Okay? It's not about the money, it's about the message. Because I mean, I got other businesses that make real money. This doesn't do shit. I mean, it doesn't do anything for me financially. But spiritually, it does. Okay? Emotionally, it does. In my heart of hearts, I feel like I'm doing the right thing. As a matter of fact, I know I'm doing the right thing because not many other people are doing it. And for the people who are, I salute them. Like guys like Ock Nation. Okay? But this shit really hits. It really hits home for me because, for one, you see examples of other content creators who are literally promoting violence. Literally promoting violence. They're still monetized. Me, I'm denouncing the violence and I get demonetized. Where have I ever promoted violence? Please send me one clip of me promoting violence. Please send me one clip of me promoting violence. Nobody does the stories that I do. How am I promoting violence, bro? So, and I understand that they want to break you as a content creator. They want to break you. They want to break you. Okay. But y'all don't know how many families have come out and said, man, I appreciate you doing that story on my family member. Because nobody else was exposing it. Nobody else was putting out the truth. So, you know, y'all may not think I'm genuine with this shit. Y'all may think that I'm a grifter. Da, 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 da. If I was a grifter, then I would have been stopped when I got demonetized 90 days ago. If I was a grifter, I would have stopped when I got 3 copyright strikes. When I got 3 community guideline strikes. I quite literally, shout out to Dub, I quite literally do the exact opposite of promoting the violence. I condemn it. Do I have clever thumbnails? Hell yeah. So people will say, oh my God, that's a unique thumbnail. Let me click on the video. Wow, this thumbnail kind of offends me. Let me see what this nigga's talking about. Okay. So, like I said, there's other YouTubers, especially specifically musicians, who are in a lot deeper shit than I am. I mean, I'm not in no trouble at all. I have no legal issues right now. No legal troubles. I've never hurt anybody unless it was for sport, right? Football, boxing, wrestling. I participated in these sports. Baseball. One time I accidentally I hit a home run and I flipped the bat and the bat hit the catcher. But I literally have never, like, there's not one person on this planet who can say that I ever physically hurt them or promoted any violence toward them to get them hurt. Unless it was like exhibition sport, like football or any type of sport. It's not one person. K-Flock facing RICO charges. He killed somebody. He's awaiting trial on a second-degree murder charge. He was in possession of an illegal firearm. Firearms are illegal in New York. Right? I don't know if it's the whole state, but specifically where he was, Harlem, 100% illegal. He's still monetized. I'm not trying to single him out. I'm just showing you guys examples of people who promote. What did they say about Jen Quavius? I promote incendiary, demeaning, or promoting violence or hatred, especially on the basis of a protected class. This dude literally raps about killing black men every single fucking day. Okay? That's the reality. So yeah, I mean, I really do get emotional about this because, you know, it's so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna definitely keep going. I want to show you guys a story. And at this point, since I'm demonetized, I really don't give a fuck. I'm gonna show whatever the fuck I want at this point. So, I mean, because there's no real burden on me to, oh, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Let me make sure it's over. They're saying, oh, you can reapply for monetization on the 26th of March. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm good. Bro says Alec Baldwin's still monetized, right? Let me show you guys this video. at this point, I mean, I have nothing to lose, right? I have nothing to lose, so I really don't give two fucks about, oh, it's going to be, oh, there's violence in this video. Then whatever. As long as I'm not showing gore, I'm good. I know many of you guys who follow this channel have probably seen this video. And for the YouTube reps out there, the YouTube oligarchs or the YouTube dictators, this is not me promoting the violence. This is me condemning it. And like I've said before, I mean, I literally just did a stream on this. And the title was Liberal White Male Teachers and Female Teachers Cannot Handle Teenage Black Teens. Okay. Well, the actual title was Liberal White Male Teachers Cannot Handle Teenage Black Girls. And then I did a story on a 13-year-old black girls attacking this Hispanic girl. But my point is that these liberal leftist, woke teachers cannot discipline their students. And this is a perfect example of this. This is a perfect example of this. So if this is me promoting hate or promoting violence, then so fucking be it. So be it. Because this message needs to get put out. Watch this video. Watch this woman right here. Watch this woman right here. She was attacked. Boom. This is a 6'6", 250, 60-pound black man running at a teacher. She heard him. Look, she heard the footsteps. She turns. And this is a 15, 13-year-old kid. And he straight comes across. I mean, he rips through the offensive lineman, right? Does a pit remover on the end, and then boom, comes around and sacks the quarterback. And after he sacks the quarterback, he does some unnecessary roughness and incurs a 15-yard penalty. So he pushes her down. She's KO'd at this point. 6'6", 270. Shout out to Trash Media Group. 6'6", 270. Black kid. Unfortunately, it doesn't bring me joy to say this. But like I said, liberal white teachers cannot discipline black kids. So for an all-black school, I recommend black male teachers. No female teachers, all black male teachers. Okay? That's what we should be promoting. That's what's going to stop the violence. Because only black men can deal with this level of either black men or conservative white men. And these guys, these teachers, they need to be between the ages of 30 and I'll say 45 years old. I mean, you're not going to be able to handle this level of violence. So watch. He pushes her down. For one, he's running, sagging his pants. He comes around the O-line. This is why girls shouldn't play football. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just using this analogy so they don't, I'm trying to throw off the annotation in the algorithm, right? So boom, the defensive lineman comes, he's sagging his pants, and this is a maneuver that I've talked about endlessly. The pulling up of the pants is an indicator that he's ready to fight. Look at this woman. She's like, minding my business. Who's promoting violence? Me, Jen Quavius, or the woman who literally sees this big old nigga coming across and sacking the quarterback? This motherfucker didn't even flinch. Didn't even flinch. Grrr. Pulls up the pants because he's sagging. He's busting slack. And what did I say? The pulling up of the pants is an indicator of demon time. The pulling up of the pants is an indicator that a black man is about to get violent. He pulls up the pants. He literally has 3 pairs of shorts on. This was very common in high school. The nigga has 3 pairs of shorts on. Brrr, slams her, stomps her out, beats the shit out of her. He's literally beating her unconscious body. This is a woman. Look how many people it takes to get this nigga off of her. This man is 6'6", 270 pounds, and all the news stories on it, there's no commentary. It's just the video. Ah, man. Very few commentary. At least the ones that I'm looking up. The videos that I'm looking at, there's no commentary. It's just the footage. Why? Because they're fucking cowards. They're scared to speak on it. And I'm going to show you the video of this nigga getting arrested too. But no, everybody's scared to speak on it. Not Genquavius. Not Genquavius. I don't give a fuck, man. Monetization or not, I don't care. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm not a fucking coward. I'm not scared of the social media dictators. I'm not scared of the cancel culture. Could give 2 shits. Cancel me for what? How? There's nothing to cancel me for. Okay? Clean as a whistle. Yep. I don't have this background of, doing some crazy shit. I've gotten in trouble. I'm not gonna say that I've never been in trouble. Right? But these glider liberals, they can't compete with this level of violence. Now, it is a big boy, and I'm not even saying that I could. I'm a strong guy. I squat 625 pounds. I bench 425 pounds. Power clean 315. I'm pretty ripped. I'm in really good shape. It would be tough for me, and I played D1 football. If this guy was coming across the line, and I played running back, so I had to block defensive ends and linebackers who were 6'5", 6'6". I've had to block Will linebackers, Mike linebackers. Okay, for all my football geeks out there, I blocked these guys, and I've stuck my fucking forearm in their chest, and it would be hard for me to stop this guy. And he's in fucking high school. He attacked this woman because she took his Nintendo Switch. She took his video game that he was using and distracting the class with. She disciplined him in a very reasonable way by taking the device that was causing the distraction. And this is how he reacted. So he's beating the shit out of her, and they're holding her back. This woman's filming. They're holding him back. What do we say to this? Sisters, come get your kids. And if you think that a single mother can discipline this man, you've got to be out your fucking mind. If you think that a single black woman could discipline this man, you've got to be off your fucking rocker. But this is what y'all are supporting. This is what y'all keep advocating for. Shout out all the single mothers. This is why these boys are so bad, because they don't face consequences. They don't face discipline. And I guarantee his mama is probably like, why the hell she took that thing from my son? She stole from my son. She deserved everything she get. But then if a resource officer would have came in and shot that little nigga, then all hell would have broke loose. Why are these cops in the schools? Get the cops out the schools. Fuck that. That nigga deserves to get his ass beat. by someone his damn size. Straight up. Now, do we feel sorry for the white liberal teacher? It's debatable. I'd have to see her political leanings. No, but I mean, I'm saying that in jest, but I mean, seriously, she voted for this. All of these women voted for this. Every single woman in this picture voted for this. So be it. So be it. And if they saw my channel, I guarantee they would report my channel. So, hey, you get what you asked for, okay? You get what you asked for. It took several teachers to pull this young man off. Okay? Which goes to my point. Liberal white teachers cannot handle the level of violence that young black teens are able to inflict on their prey. This is just reality. Okay? Here's a video of him getting arrested.
Turn around. Stand up for me.
Completely compliant to the white officers. Completely compliant. He didn't have no smoke. Why? Because he understands male authority. Guess what they said? They said, get a big ass country ass cop to come in and handle this nigga. Get a big ass white man to come handle this nigga. That's literally what they said when they called the police. What else could they have said? Okay? You're not going to call a female cop for this. We already seen what he did to the bitch. What else are they going to say? There's nothing to say. Get the biggest white man with handcuffs and a gun that you can to handle this.
Put your hands behind your back. Turn around. Turn the other way. Stay right there. Got it? Mm-hmm.
Flagler County, y'all. Flagler County.
That way it doesn't pinch you. But your watch is going in your...
They being nice as hell, too. And he just assaulted a woman. Flagler County, Florida, y'all. Okay, I got some news stories on it. I was finna say, I was like, bro, why can I not find anything? Okay, we got some commentary from the news. Actually, I'm sorry. No, we don't. They just, it's like everybody's posting the video, but like no. Okay, there we go. I got another news reaction. We'll listen to their commentary. See if it's valid. But this is what's going on, man. I mean, we are in a crisis moment. This is an existential threat.
Pocket, okay? Watch is in your pocket.
Am I going to jail?
Yes, you are.
This nigga's retarded too. Listen, man, y'all need to go watch my Reclaim Your Throne channel. I spoke about the retarded kids. This nigga talking about something, am I going to jail? Yes, nigga. You're going night-night. You're going night-night. This nigga obviously, and I'm not trying to give him the out, but he sound like a dumbass nigga. Am I going to jail? That nigga has mental issues, bruh. That nigga got mental issues, bruh. Run it back.
Your watch is going in your pocket, okay? Watch is in your pocket.
Am I going to jail?
Yes, you are.
For how long?
And even though he's a retarded nigga, he's still asking the right questions, okay? He's still asking the right questions. Am I going to jail? What was the second question he asked? Anybody in the comments heard it? What was the second question that this nigga asked? Anybody have an inkling as to what the second question he asked? For how long? For how long? So he qualifies for the mental health excuse, right? He qualifies for the mental health excuse, but he also has the mental fortitude to ask, Well, how long am I going to be up in this motherfucker? And we know how long. Less than 8 hours. Maybe less than 4 hours, goddamn. But if this nigga was a dog, he would be put down. Straight up. If a dog attacked a human like this, that dog would be taken out back and he would go to the farm. He would go to the farm. This guy's going to get booked in and he's going to be released immediately. Just call your mama. She going to come pick you up. This nigga, I mean, bro. Come on, y'all. And y'all are trying to make it seem like these kids don't know what the fuck they doing. They know exactly what they doing.
I do not know. I don't make that determination. Deputy King's locking them, so when you sit down, they don't tighten up, okay? Is that your bag? Is that your bag?
Yes.
Okay, and this is your laptop?
Yes.
All right, we'll put it all together and we'll get it down. I'm gonna bring them here. Go ahead, go with Deputy King. Look at me. You gonna be cool with Deputy King and I?
You say you ain't gonna cause no issues with Deputy King and I. See, look. He's smart enough to play on the laptop. He's smart enough to play on the Nintendo DS, but he's too mental to face charges. This is why this will continue to happen. And I would love to hear what this glider teacher has to say. I guarantee she's making all types of excuses for him. And that's why I don't feel sorry for her. I don't even know what she said yet, but I mean, I'll put whatever money that YouTube, has taken away from me. Money that I don't even have, I'll put that on it. All the money that YouTube owes me for putting out content, I'll put all that money combined on the fact that this teacher will make every excuse in the book for this little nigga. Facts.
I don't want to go to jail.
Well, Brennan, look at me. Look at me.
I have more important places.
He has more important places to be. Where? Like a mental asylum? Like Arkham? Right? Arkham Asylum? Isn't that the asylum from Gotham City? That's where this nigga needs to be. Okay? That's where this nigga belongs.
Understand.
You can stop manhandling me.
Nobody's manhandling you, Brian.
Did you see what this nigga, bro? I cannot believe he said that. This nigga, I mean, at this point, this nigga ain't even retarded, bro. I can't even give him that excuse anymore. I literally can't give him that excuse. He literally had the nerve to say, you can stop manhandling me. He said, you can stop manhandling me. This isn't the only story that I have. Okay? This isn't the only story that I have from black kids acting up in school. We're going to get into it because at this point, I don't give a fuck. If I get banned on YouTube, it is what it is. I mean, the truth is more important to me than any of this shit, man. The truth is more important to me than any of this shit. Okay? And guys, I'm streaming from Rumble too if you want to support on Rumble. Let me see how many people we got on Rumble. I stream on all platforms, guys. Y'all need to get with it, man, because y'all keep overlooking my streams. We got 10 people watching on Rumble. Okay, so that's good. That's up. That's up. Shout out to Middle Line on Rumble. He says Rumble is the future. Yeah. Rumble is the future, guys. Hopefully. Okay. But this is what is going on in the community. This is what's going on at black schools. He literally had the nerve to say, stop manhandling me. How about what you did to that glider woman? Would we consider that manhandling? Do unto others as you would like done unto you, black man. Please. And stop playing the victim when you get caught, black man. Please. This message is for black men. Please stop. Stop. Okay? It's ridiculous.
You can stop manhandling me. It's
No,
not like
nobody's manhandling you, Brian.
Honestly, they should have beat the shit out of him. And look at the bill, look at the bulletin board. LGBT paraphernalia. These kids don't need that right now. They need to be focused on education, not their fucking sexuality. And this is why the teachers are so soft, because they're, oh my God. Nobody wants to go to school to learn about faggotry, bruh. Come on. It's bullshit. Like, this is why the schools are so soft. This is why there's no discipline, because you're bringing in these dumbass agendas. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bruh. Nobody cares. Your teachers are getting their ass beat in school. And the main teachers who are promoting this shit, they not even gay or lesbian. That's the crazy part. These bitches are, when they leave campus, they're getting dick. They're getting dick down. And I'm not I'm not homophobic or anything. Yo, shout out to all y'all niggas who fucking in the ass and the lesbians and whatnot. But let's keep it a buck. This is not information that should be taught to children. Yes, teach acceptance, but you don't have to introduce this shit to kids, man. What does that shit say? Hold up. Let me read the bulletin board.
Nobody's manhandling you, Brian.
Damn, I can't even see it. It says this is a safe. Oh my God, Lord have mercy.
Nobody's manhandling you, Brian.
What does it say? Boom. This is a safe space for LGBT queer students or whatever. Wasn't safe for that damn teacher, was it? I declare this a safe space. 2 minutes later, 6'6", 270-pound black kid beat the shit out of a LGBT queer non-gender identifying female teacher. But it's a safe space. Ah, man, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, guys. You really can't. You know, and this is why I love doing what I do, man, because there's just so much hypocrisy, and then there's just so much I don't even know what to call it at this point. It's just buffoonery. That's really what it is. It's just buffoonery. So I'm not celebrating this. I'm not promoting this. I'm giving you guys the facts. Okay? I'm giving you guys the facts. So that classroom was supposed to be a safe space, but the person who declared it a safe space couldn't even keep it safe. The person who declared it a safe space, which is the gender neutral, you know, accepting liberal white teacher, female teacher, she couldn't even keep the safe space a safe space. Fuck out of here, bitch.
A Flagler High School student arrested for attacking a school employee. The sheriff's office says the paraprofessional at Matanzas High School confiscated the student's Nintendo Switch during class Tuesday. That's a gaming system. Surveillance video from the school shows the student pushed the employee to the ground, knocking her unconscious, and then kicked and punched her. The student was charged with felony aggravated battery. The condition of the victim has not been released just yet.
But I mean, that's a juvie charge, right? Is he being charged as an adult? Do we know? So let's really get into the let's go to who really has the onus in this situation. Let's really point at the real cause of this crime and this violence. Okay, and it's not poverty. It's not poverty. All right. I'm going to show you the real cause of all this crime. The real cause of this beating. A device called the Nintendo Switch. We need to ban all Nintendo Switches. This Switch, this gaming device is the reason why black men cannot focus in school. Ban it. Abolish Nintendo Switch. Okay? We need protests. We need outspokenness. We need protection against the Nintendo Switch. This is not a game. Guys, the Rumble link is in the description box below. This is not a game. We need protection against these devious devices. This Nintendo Switch is the cause of all the issues in the black community. Right here. Right here. It's not single motherhood. It's not abuse in the home. It's not negligence. It's not systematic oppression. It is the Nintendo Switch. This is who holds the onus. This is who needs to be prosecuted. This is who needs to be held accountable for their actions. This inanimate object, which has been used to brainwash and mind control these young black males into violence. Nintendo Switch needs to be stopped. Okay? And until I see the full prosecution of Nintendo Switch, I will not stop creating content. I will continue to call out Nintendo as a corporation, as a business, and as a motherfucking issue in the black community.
First, though, a horrible situation in the classroom. Deputies saying a Flagler County school employee was attacked by a student. And tonight, a 17-year-old is facing charges. Thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Ginger Gadsden. That paraprofessional is recovering after being pushed to...
Guys, there is no super chat option. There is no super sticker option. I am officially demonetized and will be demonetized for the duration of this channel. If you want to support this channel, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the GoFundMe to support alternative media. YouTube does not support the exposure of black on black crime. They want black on black crime to continue. They want to continue to see little black bodies laying in the street. That is YouTube's prerogative, and you can't convince me otherwise.
To the ground and being knocked unconscious.
As a matter of fact, guys, I was actually thinking about going to the YouTube headquarters and protesting in my cardboard box. Should I do it? Yeah, I think I should do it.
Yesterday at Matanzas High School, News 6's Lauren Cervantes is hearing from parents and the sheriff.
Sheriff Staley says he couldn't believe how fast the attack happened and how violent it was. Parents out here who I spoke with today as they were picking up their kids from school, concerned.
That's awful. I mean, I know, these teachers, that's not what they sign up for. It's difficult to walk that fine line between trying to discipline kids, especially these days.
Walk a fine line. Look, I'm just going to say, I'm going to put it like this. Glider liberals who voted for this, get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked. That's my take. Get absolutely railed. Get absolutely defiled. Get fucked. Because this is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. Get fucked.
And most parents will take the child's side before they take the teacher's side.
Put your hands behind your back.
Parents waiting in line to pick up their students reacting to the arrest of a 17-year-old student from Matanzas High School. The student is facing a charge of felony aggravated battery with bodily harm after the sheriff's office says he attacked a paraprofessional who took away his Nintendo Switch in class. We are not
a paraprofessional. Okay, so these I'm pretty sure this is like, the retarded class teachers. and they probably have a background in social work. So whatever happened to, just bring the social workers in here to talk to these kids and let them express their emotions. Buddy expressed his emotions all on her forehead.
Identifying the student because of his age and because the sheriff's office would not give details regarding the student's background.
So no identification of the student because of his age. So that just shows he's not going to be held accountable. He's going to get juvie charges. He's not going to spend time in prison. He's probably out already.
But the school district says the paraprofessional was assigned to that particular student.
The tragic part about this is this could have been homicide.
Yep.
When you push people down like that,
especially a woman, don't just, and I need the sheriffs to speak with his fucking chest. When you push people down like that, no, that's a fucking woman against a 6'6", 270-pound man. If you ladies think you have a chance in hell against men, you are out of your goddamn mind. We are not equal. We are not the same. A 10-year-old boy will beat the shit out of a 35-year-old woman. Facts!
they hit their head. You never know the outcome.
Sheriff Rick Staley describing the incident, saying the 17-year-old...
Shout out to Lawrence Manzo for the $5 pledge to the Patreon. I'm actually going to be posting more on Patreon. You know what? And the reason why, like, I'm so just like frank and brutal about this situation is because if you go to Twitter and you see all the white liberals, it's hilarious. I'm actually going to read some of the comments on the video that was posted to Twitter. I'm actually going to read some of the comments on the video that was posted to Twitter. It's actually hilarious, the debates and the coping and the justifying. And my thing is, the sheriff said, oh, when you push a person down like that, no, when you push an elderly woman down like that and then repeatedly stop and beat her head. Come on.
The tragic part about this is this could have been homicide. When you push people down like that, they hit their head. You never know the outcome.
Sheriff Rick Staley describing the incident, saying the 17-year-old ran after her, pushing her so hard that she flew and hit the ground, becoming unconscious.
Completely knocked her unconscious, and then started kicking this teacher and
that bitch went out like Damar Hamlin. That bitch went out like she had a damn heart attack, boy. When she seen that big old nigga rushing her, she was like, her life flashed before her damn eyes.
Punching her throughout her body, face, chest, very, very violently.
According to the report, the student punched her about 15 times while she was unconscious. We asked the school district a number of questions, including about the student's background, but the only statement they would give us was a press release in which the superintendent, Kathy Middlestat, was quoted as saying, creating a safe learning and working environment on our campuses is critical. Violence is never an appropriate reaction. For now, in Flagler County, I'm Lauren Cervantes, getting results, News 6.
Yeah, she getting results all right. Getting results of a concussion. Jesus Christ. Let's keep going. Let's listen to the cope. Let's listen to the justification. She cope.
This morning, we're getting a look at newly released video showing the moment a worker was attacked by a student inside Matanzas High School. We want to warn you, it might be tough to watch. The video shows the 17-year-old knocking the victim unconscious Tuesday and repeatedly kicking and punching her before teachers intervened. The victim ended up with serious injuries. The teen was arrested a short time later.
I'm calling it right now, just to look at the damage that he did. Broken ribs. Definitely broken ribs. The punches that he did in her stomach. I mean, he literally could have. I mean, it looked like that nigga could have collapsed her lung too. The shit that he was, and then the punches to the head, concussion for sure. I mean, she immediately went unconscious after he pushed her down, so she absolutely has a concussion. Bitch might wake up with CTE, bruh.
The teen was arrested a short time later. Flagler County deputies say he was upset because the paraprofessional took his Nintendo Switch during class. He's now charged with aggravated battery.
Yep, aggravated battery and alleged assault. Shout out to Olka homie. He says sent you 5. Wish it was more. Thank you, BGZ. Shout out to my guy Roderick. He says $10 to for BGZM News. You know, I really appreciate you guys' support. I really do. Couldn't do it without you. You know what? Fuck it, guys. I'm gonna go live a lot more now. You know, just to I'm just gonna fucking stick the knife in and twist it at this point. I'm gonna stick the knife in and twist it. I have nothing to lose. You know, I have, you know, that's really what it is. I have nothing to lose. So I might as well go hard. I might as well speak my real genuine thoughts. I might as well speak my mind. I might as well, you know, not censor myself. These super gremlins are on demon time.
First, though, a horrible situation in the classroom. Deputies saying a Flagler County school employee was attacked by a student. And tonight, a 17-year-old is facing.
Sorry, I just had to address this. Shout out to Mr. DG456. He says Gen Z start an alternate channel in simulcast so you can get back those super traps on the new channel. I'm literally doing that right now. I'm actually streaming from BGZM News 17. I've been had a second channel. Unfortunately, you know, either the subscribers don't watch my commercial. Y'all might be skipping through the commercial and not checking out my second channel, but it shows one person watching on the second channel, which is fine. But my point is, I've already addressed this earlier in the stream, but I'm on all different platforms and I do have second, third channels on YouTube. The issue is nobody comes from my main channel to my second channel. BGZM News 17 is still at 674 subs. We should have been at 1,000 subs, but you guys, like, not you guys, but a lot of people just watch my channel and say, oh yeah, good content, whatever. They don't even comment. They don't even like. They just watch it and then keep it moving. You got to go through the links in the description box below to support me on alternate channels. Otherwise, you know, telling me to do things that I've already done doesn't help, respectfully. And I love you, but it doesn't help.
Charges. Thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Ginger Gadsden. And that paraprofessional is recovering after being pushed to the ground and being knocked unconscious. This happened yesterday at Matanzas High School. News 6's Lauren Cervantes is hearing from parents and the sheriff.
Sheriff Staley says he couldn't believe how fast the attack happened and how violent it was.
Why? How could you not believe that a 6'7" black man could run a 4.5 flat, take out the quarterback, and record the sack? Do y'all watch the NFL? Do you watch college football? Do you have a football team at Matanzas High School? I mean, at the end of the day, y'all need to put this little nigga on the football field. That's the solution. Okay, a man needs to be yelling and screaming at him, telling him to do push-ups and squats and deadlifts so that he can do something with this damn energy. Put this nigga on the football field. I mean, that's what should have been happened, but it's too late now.
Parents out here who I spoke with today as they were picking up their kids from school, concerned.
That's awful. I mean, I know, you know, these teachers, that's not what they sign up for. You know, it's difficult.
It may not be what they signed up for, but it's what they voted for. So, I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. It's so much cope. It's so much cope, y'all. I mean, it's literally ridiculous. You know, oh man, this shit is wild, bruh. This shit is wild. Let me pull up another news story because that one looked like pretty much the same one. Let's see if they're talking about it. Let's see if they're giving any type of sensible take.
Special needs student is accused of violently attacking a teacher's aide, pushing her so hard she was knocked unconscious.
Yeah, the student at Matanzas High School in Flagler County, who we are not identifying because of his age, allegedly attacked the paraprofessional because she took a Nintendo game away from him. West 2's Claire Metz is live at the sheriff's office, and Claire, the teacher's aide, ended up in the hospital.
Right, absolutely. She was very violently attacked, and because she was unconscious, she was certainly rushed there quickly. Now, because of privacy concerns, the school district is not sharing anything about her condition at this point. Now, we do understand there is surveillance inside the school of exactly what happened. It is not being publicly released, but Flagler County's sheriff has seen it.
Quite frankly, it was shocking.
Investigators say when a teacher's aide at Matanzas High School took a 17-year-old ESE student's video game away, he chased after her into the hallway and, according to the report, pushed the victim so hard it took her off her feet in the air 5 to 6 feet, knocking her unconscious.
It could have been homicide. When you push people down like that.
Yeah, shout out to Rico. He says, this is great promo for Nintendo. Yeah, the game you can't take your eyes off of. The game that'll make you beat the shit out of your teachers. Nintendo DS. What's that Nintendo sound? Doing. Dum.
They hit their head. You never know the outcome.
Am I going to jail? Yes, you are.
For how long?
I do not know. I don't make that determination.
The 17-year-old, seen here with campus resource deputies, allegedly continued his assault as the teacher's aide lay helpless on the ground. Investigators say surveillance
He says, so addictive, you'll kill a bitch.
shows the student kicking her,
Oh,
then getting
man.
on top of her and punched her in the body and back of the head approximately 15 times.
He's 6'7", 270 pounds, and he's in high school. Okay.
6'7", 270-pound black kid in high school. That changes the whole dynamic. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And it's not solely because of the skin color, but mostly because of the home that he comes from. I guarantee his mama is a single mom, obviously. And, you know, I mean, it's difficult enough to deal with a special needs kid, let alone a fucking giant. So her hands are tied. She could be toxic. She could be, you know, putting bad energy out there for her son. Or she could be, you know, in fear for her own life and is just waiting to get this nigga out the crib. Because there's two ways that this can go. Either she's, you know, an abusive mother, or she's literally a victim in her own house. That's pretty much the only way that I see it. But, you know, this guy, special needs, 6'7", 270 pounds, put him on the D line, take his ass to the XFL, something, but he does not need to be in these schools with other kids, let alone other teachers.
That's a big kid.
You gonna be cool with Deputy King and I?
Okay, they're saying the teacher's name is Joanne Nadic. Okay. Wow. So it looks like she has a GoFundMe. If that was her classroom and she had that LGBT shit up, you know, I mean, obviously, glider, liberal. Okay, we got the full story here. We got a picture of him. They haven't named him. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, part of me feels bad, and then part of me, you know, wants to say get fucked. So I'm battling this duality in my head, and it's very hard to make a final decision on how I really feel. Ultimately, I do understand that this is a horrible thing that this man did, but at the same time, I'm almost like, well, you know, she probably is leftist woke. So, you know, it's like, I mean, obviously, I wish this wouldn't have happened. But also, if you're a leftist wokester, then get fucked. You know, that's oh, shit. We got Rumble Rants in the building. Wow. I didn't even know that people were donating to me on Rumble. So shout out to you guys. It says, yo, Gen Z, I wasn't seeing your live till I went to the link in the vid. Hit the Rumble live. There are two channels, one with 233 followers, one with 84. The live is only showing on the 84. Okay. I didn't know that. MKJO said with the $20 Rumble rant, he says, keep up the good work. Shout out to you guys, man. yeah, shout out to you guys who are supporting on the Rumble. If you want to donate, yeah, just go to Rumble. Just check me out on Rumble. If I'm not mistaken, they only take 2% anyway, so that would probably be best. So yeah, definitely support on Rumble.
I don't want to go to jail.
Well, look at me. Look at me.
I have more important places.
I understand.
The sheriff says Matanzas has 2 SRDs at the high school, but it's a big campus, so it took them several minutes to arrive.
Fortunately, other students and other faculty members, administrators came and intervened.
The students charged with felony aggravated battery and, of course, will be subject of school discipline, including possible expulsion.
Yeah, and then on my Rumble, the one that I usually stream off of, I didn't even know I had 2 Rumbles, but the one I stream off of is Black Gen Z. It's spelled MINSET. It doesn't have the D because I guess I typed it wrong when I first made the channel, and it won't let me like change the name. So that does suck. And I wish you Rumble would let me change the name. But yeah, it's Black Gen Z Mindset, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully they'll update their site and let you change the name at least like once every 90 days. So let's keep going.
As first responders tended to the victim, the 17-year-old detained and being walked away, according to the report, he started to spit towards the victim and said, when he comes back, he's going to kill her.
Jesus Christ. He said when he comes back, he's going to kill her. And he spit on her like she was nothing, like she was below earth. That is crazy.
According to the report, he started to spit towards the victim.
When he was taken away, run it back.
As first responders tended to the victim, the 17-year-old detained and being walked away.
Look at the LGBT bullshit. This is why I say get fucked.
The 17-year-old detained and
this is a safe space for LGBTQ students and their allies. Sure it is. Until a 6'7", 270-pound retarded black kid comes in and fucks all that shit up.
being walked away. According to the report, he started to spit towards the victim and said, when he comes back, he's going to kill her.
Wow.
Very frightening all around. Now, the district, citing confidentiality, isn't releasing any information about that 17-year-old student. We do
Shout out to Reese from Philly with the $5 Cash App.
know the victim, the paraprofessional, has been with the school district here in Flagler County since 2004.
And I got to figure out how to link like my Cash App shit to StreamYard so that y'all can see like the Cash App running up, because like it helps to like see the money. You know, which with super traps, like once when one person super traps, it encourages others to super trap. So, you know, but this is, I mean, this story is sad and funny at the same time. I'm literally not even going to lie.
But only recently became a teacher's aide, starting at Matanzas in that position in 2021. We're live in Flagler County. Claire Metz, WESH 2 News.
Wow. So just became a teacher. Let's look at this Daily Mail article. Then we'll get into some of the Twitter comments, and then we'll get into some more stories. But, you know, if that was her classroom, I'm assuming she is, you know, woke, and what can I say? Get fucked. I mean, this is what you voted for. So, you know, it's hard for me to say anything else. Teacher's aide, 57, who was brutally beaten by six mom of two, working two jobs, whose son attends Florida high school, where she was knocked out and pummeled. Jesus Christ. Where's her husband? Where's her husband? Because he should have pulled up to the school and brought fire and brimstone to this little nigga. I mean, this big ass nigga. You know, she was knocked out unconscious, an unidentified special needs student. Joanne is humble, never asked for help and support during the difficult time. I mean, you could be humble and still woke. So, I mean, it really doesn't mean anything if you're humble, okay? If you're woke. So, I mean, the article's not really important. We've covered it. Here's her and her kids. You know, where was her son? No, I'm obviously her son wouldn't have done shit to that nigga. Honestly, he couldn't even compete. Look how skinny he is, respectfully. You know, there's nothing that he could have done. Where's her husband? You know, she could be a widow. I don't know. But you know, I mean, what can I say? What can I say? You know, if you're woke, you're gonna get they say, oh, you know, go woke, go broke. No, if you're woken, you're going to be broken. So Southern Star says she got humbled. Yeah, she did. Yes, she did. I'm sure she thought she was equal to a man too, until a 6'7" black man comes and brings a dose of reality to her ass, you know? So she's 57, I think. Somebody asked. Yeah, she's 57. So, you know, there goes your humility right there, you know. So let's look at some of these Twitter comments. Why is every response to these attacks so weak? This is attempted murder and should be treated as such. Yep, attempted murder is being mentioned because a deputy's body cam video shows a handcuffed student being led out of the school. As he walks out, yeah, we heard that part. He threatened to kill her. Excuse me. He shouldn't have done that, but teachers shouldn't have the authority to put their hands on students or students' property. For one, this is a black man with a Pooh Shiesty mask, guys. This is why nobody takes us seriously. Okay? This is why nobody is taking us seriously, man. Pooh Shiesty mask, Pooh Shiesty mask, Pooh Shiesty mask. Okay? These are the comments, y'all. These are the comments. He shouldn't have done that, but teachers shouldn't have the authority to put their hands or students I think he meant hands on students or students' property. I know if I teached, or if a teacher tried to snatch my phone, I'd walk out before they touch my stuff. Well, walking out and, you know, coming around the offensive end or the offensive guard or tackle, splitting the guard and the tackle, you know, sacking the quarterback is way different from just walking away. So let's look at some of the replies. You and other completely unaccountable idiots are why we are in the position we are in. And, you know, I'm sure Tommy Ego meant you and other completely unaccountable black idiots. Okay. But obviously Tommy is blue checkmark. They can't really say that. You have been misinformed. It is a classroom and there are rules and consequences. Yeah. In no classroom in history have you been able to bring out a mobile video game device and play it while the teacher is lecturing. Not even in college. And people in college literally have their laptops in front of them. But if the teacher sees you playing a game on your laptop, if the professor sees you playing a game on their laptop, they're either going to kick you out of their class or they're going to take your laptop until the end of class. That's how it goes. The teacher takes the device and she doesn't steal it. This dude, LT, Logan Benson or whatever, is acting like the teacher is just stealing the kid's Nintendo Switch and never giving it back. No, the teacher takes it and then that teacher gives it to the parent. Okay? The teacher takes it and then gives it to the parent. Okay? That's finer. Never said there shouldn't, or that's fine. Never said there shouldn't be, but taking someone else's property is a crime. What the fuck? 222 replies. Somebody says, seriously, it's the teacher's classroom. Their rules. Having possession of a game in class is a distraction to the entire class. The student was wrong. Wrong. Did the student ask to be in this class? Jesus Christ. This is why nobody takes black men seriously, unfortunately. And he's literally arguing. He's arguing down, like he is standing 10 toes on this. He's standing 10 toes on this. I mean, it's pretty hilarious, honestly. It's pretty hilarious because I mean, what can I say? Jesus, what can I say? I'm not going to change black men overnight. All I can do is, hold myself accountable. I'm not worried about these other niggas. At this point, I really don't give a fuck. Y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want to. But we are going to call out the buffoonery. Somebody says, look at some of the comments on this video, Chuck. We have a huge problem in this country, truly. What is he saying? The problem for me will be when his lawyer and mother get in front of the camera and tell everyone what a gentle giant he is, right? And he himself will make big tears about what a victim he is and racism made him crush that woman's face, or it's Nintendo's fault. Yep, I already blamed it on Nintendo, so don't take my shit, bruh. This is awful, but these videos are taken out of context. They tell one story about one situation. Jesus Christ. That's a white liberal. There is nothing that is going to come out of that justifies what we are seeing here. Absolutely nothing. And to prove it, I'm going to wait, and so are you, until we hear both sides. We've heard both sides. White liberals, get fucked. The left has convinced these kids that it's okay to attack whites. Absolutely. He needs to go to jail. 100%. If she's not dead, he most likely crushed her spine. I wouldn't say crush her spine. There may be some spinal injuries, but I would say there's more like head trauma. If she walks again, it will be a miracle. That is true. That man should be in jail immediately. 100%. One consequence of considering schools and teachers as one of the lowest priority for social, cultural, and economic development by government and societies, which I agree with that. Too many good words from them, but one of the lowest salaries in the professional scale. No respect for schools and teachers. Well, I mean, raising their salary isn't going to control these kids. So, but you know what's going to control these kids? Having school resource officers in every hallway. Maybe a good thought. Not sure how paying her $250K a year protects her from this, right? Not saying they shouldn't get paid more, but salary is not the issue here, right? Go see Flagler County Sheriff's Office on Facebook. They have another post showing the student being handcuffed based on comments from people who know him. He's an ESE student who lives in a group home. Okay, so he's in a group home. He's clearly not getting the kind of limits / help he needs. Then this happens. Yeah, he's going to murder somebody within the next 5 to 10 years. Somebody says, thanks, Joe. He said multiple people around trying to stop him, and this dude casually saves the day. No, he slowly sauntered over after another person tries to break it up. Weak response from school employees, truly embarrassing. Well, I mean, she's a strong, independent woman with 2 kids, strong single mother. She should have been able to handle that. That's light work. A 6'7", 270-pound black kid is light work to her, right? Because she's strong and independent. Okay. Michael Dowd says, love to have 10 minutes with him. Michael, I'm not sure if you know, but you better have a weapon with you, because that man will literally destroy you. I wouldn't even want to have 10 minutes with that nigga by myself. And it looks like Michael Dowd, former NYPD officer. Yeah, Mike, you better have a weapon on you, because that dude will literally fuck you in the ass. And Michael Dowd, he looks like he's in his 50. Yeah, you'd get your ass beat. The way she went down was crazy. How scary. I hope she's okay. Lord. Soon to be described in the press as a gentle giant. Yep. They had to drag him away to keep him from kicking her, even though she was clearly unconscious. This is attempted murder. Yeah. So we get the comments. Yeah, I mean, what can you say, bro? What can you say? I mean, she's a strong, independent woman. She should have been able to handle that. Let me show you guys what the super gremlin of the hour looks like, though. Pretty rough. Okay. He honestly should have been somewhere on a defensive line. And now or an offensive line, honestly. And, now he's, honestly, I don't know what to say, man. He needs to, they need to put his ass on a football team pronto. If he's not going to face charges, he needs to be doing wrestling or something, because shit, that nigga's a fucking monster. That nigga's a fucking monster. But that's the super gremlin of the hour. Very rough around the edges. So now we have to address another thing. Black violence against the Asian community. Okay? So now we're going to get deeper into this situation, guys. Let's see. We got some more Rumble rants rather. Let's see. Johnny Reb says, yeah, a real winner he is with the $1 Rumble rant. Yeah. Guys, check out the Rumble. We have, how many people we got watching? 20 on the Rumble so far. Yeah, 20 on the Rumble. And then I'm going to show Joanne's GoFundMe if you guys want to donate, even though she is a glider liberal. You know, what happened to her is fucked up as hell. And I'm sure she was just trying to do her job. I'm sure she was woke, but at the end of the day, you know, she shouldn't have gotten demolished by this big ass nigga. But that's her GoFundMe, guys. Their goal is $30,000. You know, go support the GoFundMe and all that good shit. But she totally, I'm gonna tell you right now, she probably didn't learn her lesson. But let's see. My son has been in special needs services since kindergarten for autism, ADHD, and it's because of special teachers like you that he is succeeding. I'm sorry this happened to you. Your work is so important, and you are a beautiful and amazing person. Wishing you lots of love and healing from California, I guess. There are truly no words. Why do good people suffer such cruelty? We send you, your family, and good friends wishes from the UK. So everybody is, you know, pouring in their support for her. Okay. Lord have mercy. But we at Black Gen Z Mindset, aka BGZM News 17, aka Agent Quavius Jackson, we've known that this has been an issue for the longest. So now let's talk about, you know, black violence against Asians. So this is on a New York subway, and the black women are so masculine that they're wearing poo shiesty masks. Poo shiesty mask, poo shiesty mask, poo shiesty mask. And we are supposed to cuff this.
Any black man who is with a woman who's not an African herself is going to have a difficult time getting respect from me. I believe black men need to be with black women. The black family is under attack. Only 1 out of every 4 black women gets married. The black woman is last likely to get married. She's the last married, the first divorced. We have what? 2/3 of our children being raised by working class and impoverished single black female-led households. The destruction of a nation begins in the home of its families. And if we want to save black people, we have to save the black family. And in order to do that, black men have to commit themselves to black women.
That bitch is scary, bruh. But I would have slapped the shit out of her, but that bitch scary.
You want me to watch this? She jealous. Look at this. Try that shit again. Oh. We're fucking playing, bitch. We're playing. You got something. You can't the fuck jump back. No, that was really heavy. And you pushed us off the train and you threw a Scooby out of here. You threw a Scooby in my head. Fuck out of here.
A lot of poo shiesty masks, or are these burqas? Because, I mean, what they're doing is not Islam. Either it's bonnets or, honestly, I don't know, but they're rocking them like poo shiesty masks.
You threw a Scooby in my head. Fuck out of here. And bitch, stop fucking dicking.
Damn.
What, bitch? Stop fucking dicking. Watch out, watch out, watch out. What?
She said, stop dick eating. What? No, 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 no. This is the current state of black women, guys. Take notes. I mean, look, guys. I'm embarrassed, honestly, for the black community. I ain't got nothing to do with this shit, but I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, man. We are too far gone at this point. We are too far gone at this point. The most masculine women in the world. Okay? I said, my comment, here's my comment. I said, yeah, this is sad. Black people need to mend the relationship with the Asian community. It all went downhill after Rush Hour 3. Okay, I was making a joke, but come on, guys. That was pretty funny, right? Right? No? Wasn't funny? Too soon? All right, I'm sorry. And nothing but radio silence from the media that would otherwise be crying, I guess he meant, about white supremacy if the perpetrators were white. Yep. I told you guys the Stop Asian Hate bill was for black men and women. It wasn't for white people. It wasn't for white supremacists. It was for black people. It was painted as if it was for white supremacists, but it was in Trump supporters, but it was for black people. We all know this. In all of these videos, no one does anything. People sit, watch, and do nothing while watching another person be assaulted. Why does no one help? The culture of violence and systematic racism across all races in the United States is disgusting. It is surprising how incidences such as this get little to no attention. There are no words to add to this. I am sorry for the people who had to experience this. Okay. Let's be honest. Black people are allowed to behave however they want, and no one is going to stop them. Don't get me mixed up. I did not say that all black people behave this way. People need to start standing up for people of all colors. Stop this madness. I agree with Danny 100%. Let's see what the comments have to say. This is why there are no solutions. So in some ways, you could construe what you are saying as being kind of like all lives matter. And that's the conclusion that this individual came up with. So we do have a brother. Okay, shout out to Ty. He says, I'm black and I approve of your message. Racism is wrong no matter who is perpetrating the hate. There we go. That's on the money. That is on the money. A comment like that would get you demonetized and canceled on social media. But that's on the fucking money. He's 100% right. Shout out to Ty. I thought I was alone in this shit. Thank God there are other black men who stand up for what's right. Okay? Thank God there are other black men who stand up for what's right. And I'm going to drop the link because we got 94 people in the building. Big ballin'. Okay, the first time I go back live and we got 94 people in the building. So shout out to you guys for the support. Somebody says, correct. It's not a color thing. Stop making it racial. That's dangerous. Actually, it is a color thing, but go off. People need to start calling out the BS without fear of cancellation. Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson aren't enough for an entire country. I mean, is Ben Shapiro... I mean, I'm not really like the biggest Ben Shapiro guy, but shout out to we got Alex sending the $6 PayPal. He says blacklisted. So shout out to him. I guess he and then he sent a coffee emoji. So he's sending me a cup of coffee. So shout out to him. You know, I don't drink coffee, I drink beer, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. But let's see. You don't need to say all, but it's their majority, and the few who don't engage like this don't even matter. They got to go. Hold on. Let me read that again. You don't need to say all, but it's their majority, and the few who don't engage like this don't even matter. They got to go. Woo! So Hank Hill, he has a King of the Hill emoji. He's saying that most black people act like this. Wow. I mean, do I disagree? Okay, this is what I'll say. I do slightly disagree. Okay, I don't think it's most black people who act like this. So listen up. It's not most black people who act like this. However, most black people will justify this. They'll justify it. Okay? They'll rationalize it in their head. They'll say, what happened? What did these Asians do to these sisters? We need to protect black women. What did these Asians do to the black? So although I don't think it's the majority of black people who actually partake in these actions, I would go as far as to say it's 50-50 on who partake. And then I would say, I wouldn't go 50-50. I'd probably say like 60-40, 40% who partake in these types of actions. And then I'd say about 70% of the black community would justify the action. So, I mean, you're kind of equally responsible if you're justifying the action. So, yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. Okay, you think this behavior is being allowed to slide by the authorities to some kind of purpose? Yes, it is. You say so that you are feared, loathed, and dehumanized. But for what reason, what purpose will this eventually serve? Because of black supremacy promoted by the Democrats and leftists. Yep. Agreed. The sad part, man, is that it's a setup. I've seen it before in the 1970s. Then came crack in JB's omnibus crime, Joe Biden's omnibus crime bill. It's the worst form of racism institutionally ordained. The crime bill, y'all can argue up and down about the crime bill, but it was necessary. Okay? It was necessary. So, I mean, you can cry about the crime bill, but we finna get another one. And it might happen by the time Joe Biden is, up for re-election. Okay? Let's see. And I'm getting a little hungry. I dropped the stream link if you guys want to join, but if not, shit, I gotta eat some breakfast, bruh. It's 2 p.m. I ain't eat breakfast, man. I was so hurt by the news that I was not monetized. I really was, guys. And y'all saw, how emotional I got in the beginning. Somebody said the balaclava. Okay, it's not a balaclava. It's a pushaisi mask. Pushaisi mask. Pushaisi mask. No, I'm kidding. It is a balaclava, but I like calling it pushaisi mask. Man, they need some damn motivation to get up and fight back. Yeah, I'm so tired of Asians not bringing out the kung fu, not bringing out the karate, not bringing out the jujitsu, not bringing out the martial arts. I need Asians to start fighting back. I need roundhouse kicks. I need jabs. I need hooks. I need, ninja flips. I need ninja stars. I need something because the Asian community has become docile. Shout out to Johnny Reb in the building. What's going on, Johnny?
Oh, I had to pause the other stream.
Nice. So what do you in
my ears?
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you think about these black women attacking these Asians on the subway?
Well, I say it's not 100% participating. I would say you've probably got about 15 to 20% participating, 30 to 40% actively encouraging there, shouting them out, cheering them on.
Yeah.
And then the other 30 to 40% literally just sitting there and just it is what it is or condoning it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally agree. I totally agree. I don't when I watch videos like this, and I watch videos like this all the time, there's actually a channel, a Twitter account, I guess, called what is it called? It's something about like Asian hate. Let me see, because I can find Asian Crime Report. And this guy, he posts tweets about this all the time. I'll show you guys really quickly. And he exposes this stuff. And all you see is black people saying, well, the Asians buying up the business and they've been treating us wrong and they be following us in the stores and they be doing this and that in the hair salons and the nail salons and they be talking shit in Mandarin. And I'm just like, what? So as you can see, shout out to Asian Crime Report. He's doing great work over here. Y'all go follow Asian Crime Report. Obviously, you know, he's going to get more support than I will, I guess, just because, you know, I'm heavily censored on all platforms, on all of my channels, even the ones that don't pertain to crime. But, you know, I am 100% open to supporting anybody who's putting out, you know, this information and exposing what is going on. So we have a black man in New York harassing and bothering an Asian woman. This is an epidemic in the United States. And it needs to be addressed. And if it's not addressed, then we're going to slowly start to reap the consequences. And there is going to be legislation passed to, you know, indemnify these people of the wrongs that have been done toward them. So let's watch this video and see exactly what this brother feels about Asian women.
What? What you doing? What? The traffic cop. What? I'm Black American. I'm getting arrested at 10, monkey.
Woo! So the first thing that he goes to, he says, I'm a Black American. I was getting arrested at 10 years old. I'm sorry, nigga, but that's not a flex. And he's talking to a Asian beat cop, you know, a traffic cop, a female. He says, what? I'm a Black American. I've been getting arrested since I was 10. I hate to break it to you, black men, but that's not something to brag about. Okay? I just had to, I mean, I don't understand if black people really understand this, but bragging about being arrested at 10 years old is not good. And I guarantee he was doing some really bad things. And I wouldn't be surprised if he has killed someone before. Because you have a man who is bragging about being arrested at the age of 10. And this is a lot of black men. As a matter of fact, I know I say Pooh Shiesty Mask, Pooh Shiesty Mask, Pooh Shiesty Mask. Pooh Shiesty was first arrested when he was like 12, 13 years old. So this is what we take pride in the black community. We take pride in sagging our pants, fake Chanel belts, and getting arrested at 10 years old. And that's why I say, if you're a white liberal and you are supporting this shit, listen to the sound of my voice. Get fucked.
I'm Black American. I'm getting arrested at 10, monkey. Shut up. You don't care about police.
You heard what he said. He called an Asian woman a monkey. And, you know, I don't enjoy the racial slurs toward black people and people, oh, monkey nigga, da-da-da-da, whatever. But when you use that term against another race of people, it kind of doesn't really work. I mean, I'm sorry, but, you know, there are some people in the world who 100% look like monkeys. Like the last nigga, the big ass 6'7" nigga, he looked like a silverback gorilla. There's no denying that. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can say, oh, I hate myself and all this. I mean, the nigga quite literally looked like a silverback gorilla. So, and I'm not big on the monkey jokes when it comes to, you know, the racial jokes. I do love a good racial joke, but I think that you could be a little bit more clever than saying, oh, you monkey nigga, da-da-da-da, whatever. But as a black man, to call another race of people a monkey is just... it's distasteful at best. Johnny Red, what do you think about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be doing that. Sunman is a good term. I love the way I invented that.
Yeah.
Did you see the arrest of the guy in Florida that Orange County, Florida, that shot the two reporters who were outside the home after they were there to report on a previous shooting, and then went into the home and killed the 9-year-old, 6-year-old or whatever, and shot the mother or whatever?
Nah, I gotta do that. Send me the link. I'll do a story on it.
I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he is calling another race of people monkey is, I mean, and they say I hate myself. I mean, that's just not. As a black man, that would be the last insult that you would bring out toward anybody else, let alone. I mean, you wouldn't even say that to. I mean, they do. I'm not saying that they don't, because I've heard plenty of. I mean. I've heard plenty of jokes in high school, like niggas was calling each other monkey all the damn time. Black ass nigga, monkey ass nigga, African booty scratch ass nigga, whatever. But I mean, that's definitely a weird insult, especially coming from a black man. And she could have easily flipped it on him and say, "You're calling me the monkey, you the monkey ass nigga," and all. And she could have got real racist with it. But this guy, and then if she would have said it back to him, he would have said, "Oh, the cops are racist, da 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 da, whatever." Dude, you just called this woman a monkey. I mean, it's not a good insult to call somebody else something that your race of people have been called for years. You know, it just doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me.
Monkey, shut up! You don't care about police. I'm a black American. You monkey! Get out my country.
He says, "Aha, get out my country." This is absolutely insane. Okay, so Johnny Reb sent me the story. They arrested the nigga who, they arrested this nigga. Okay, so he's sending me the links. Let me check these out. So
One's the story. The second one's a story of what happened. The first one's the arrest.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll play that afterwards. Yeah, but I mean, this is the attitude of black men, guys, and it doesn't bring me joy to say we've gone so far. I mean, we've gone. I mean, we've gone so far from what the civil rights leaders intended for us. Okay, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You're a monkey. Get out of my fucking country. Okay, see ya, monkey. You fucking piece of shit.
And I guarantee you the account that's posted on the comments are, great. Tell them, all that kind of stuff. Cheering them on.
Yeah.
Them on.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think this is from Instagram. I would love to see the original video and kind of get a perspective as to what the comments were saying. There's 8.3 comments on there. And I would love to see what the black community is saying about this debauchery. It says, and the cop does nothing, trying times. Yeah, I mean, you can't really do anything for somebody saying that about you. I'm sorry, isn't that a hate crime? I mean, yes, if it was a white man saying this to a black person or any other race of person saying it to a black person, absolutely it would be a hate crime. So I think he should be arrested. But I mean, should he though? Because isn't it like freedom of speech? But then, and he didn't do anything necessarily, so he can technically say what he wants. But he should get canceled. He should have the weight of cancel culture fall upon him. That's what should happen. I don't think he necessarily warranted arrest, although he almost admitted to crimes, dating back to when he was 10 years old. So I would have just kept the nigga talking until he admitted to a crime that we could pin him for. But
I wouldn't say necessarily canceled, but he should be publicly shamed and
yes,
and he has to delete the video to escape all the comments.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. He should be publicly shamed. Yeah, not necessarily canceled as in like shut down his social media, shut down his bank accounts, but he should feel the consequences of his actions from the community around him, telling him how deplorable his behavior really was, So, people are saying he should have been arrested. I don't think he should have been arrested, but he definitely should have been condemned by his peers. But the thing is, his peers are other black men and women who would 100% justify his actions. And y'all can say that y'all won't. Y'all can say, but y'all know y'all are bullshitting. Y'all know y'all would have justified this shit. Y'all know, bruh. I mean, I've seen videos of black men call, oh, cracker this, cracker that to white people, and all the black people in the comments justify it. This is a video of literally the pot calling the kettle black. Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't want to say it, but that was pretty much my point with the monkey comment. It's like, I mean, bro, you can't use that as an excuse. Like, that's like me calling somebody else the N-word. It's like, I mean, it doesn't really hit the same. There's got to be a way to blame this on white people. It says, you say blacks harass Asians every day in the US, and you think the mainstream media should cover these attacks constantly. News doesn't just cover racist reports, and mainstream media does not hide these attacks on Asians, but there's a lot of news to cover in INCL racism against other groups. I mean, I disagree. The news doesn't cover it at all. Mainstream media hide it. Woke Asians, mostly living in affluent areas, twist it, call it white supremacy, but working class Asians bear it. True. Not racism, because racism is privilege plus power, right? Right. So, well, at least he wasn't violent. That's a step in the right direction. Yeah. Oh, yes. But even Asians have run around with the false narrative that white people are the problem. That is true. A lot of Asians have, especially Asian women, young Asian Gen Z women are coming down hard on white people, even though their preference is white men. White young Asian women prefer to date white men over any other race, but then they're also woke and say that white men bad. So very weird dichotomy there. It's so weird how homeless black men do this. Almost the exact same thing happened to me, but it was way more predatory and hateful. It's happened on buses too. I have to sit there wondering if the person will follow through because he thinks he's a rapper / celebrity because he's black. Right. This is the same guy from another anti-Asian woman harassment accident. Okay. So, all right, now let's get into this story of the black man who killed the news reporter. This is going to be interesting.
I apologize. This is really difficult to cover. It is very emotional here at ORMC. I'm not even going to turn the camera because there are people here who knew that reporter, who his fiance and I were just embracing. But I will say this. It is nice to see all the media. We come together in solidarity in this moment. This is every report.
Just understand that the media is woke as fuck. So, I mean, these are crocodile tears because she's going to go on to her next report and, you know, it's going to be a black guy who does some bullshit. And then they're going to say, oh, young male with no identification, with no type of way to let the public know who did this. Young male, da 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 da. Like, if y'all keep reporting like this, you're going to get the same result, i.e., liberals get fucked.
Reporters, absolutely worst nightmare. We go home at night afraid that something like this will occur.
And she's 100% woke too. So, I mean, and I'm not saying that this should have happened, but what I am saying is y'all need to look in the mirror and understand how you're reporting the news in the media, and y'all need to be more authentic. And y'all think shit is sweet going into these hoods and these neighborhoods reporting on these violent crimes, and then something happens to you and it's an issue, which is, it's a huge issue, and whoever did this should be held accountable. But man, it's just like it's very difficult to, I'm not going to say it's difficult to feel bad for them, but what I am saying is it's very difficult to, how do I phrase this? I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, it is bad to feel bad for him, because it's hard to feel bad for him, because it's like, we know how they move it on a day-to-day basis, the way that they report on this crime, and the way that they absolve these super gremlins of accountability.
And
it's the same disease the community has.
Yep.
It's not a problem until it happens to them and affects them personally.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I 100% agree.
So again, we are at Orlando Regional Medical Center, where we have learned that one of our own, a fellow reporter, has died while out covering a shooting. There are members of his family here, along with his fiance, who are just incredibly distraught tonight. There are other media people who are kind of corralled together and standing in solidarity tonight as one of our own has just passed. So I'm going to send it back to you guys so I can collect myself and get it together.
They just passed, or they were brutally fucking murdered. See, that's why, like, they just passed. Dude, come on. They didn't just pass. Somebody took their fucking life. Point blank. Anyways, let's look at the arrest of this super gremlin. And look how he crying. Man, y'all heard me. They gonna kill me. Nigga, you just killed somebody. Fuck you.
Get on your face. Get on your fucking face.
Shout out to the black officer. He has the pistol cocked sideways with his left hand. We got a left-handed black officer with an Apple Watch on, and he got the pistol cocked sideways, nigga. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Even when my nigga is in uniform, he got to keep it gangster. Okay. He said, get on the fucking ground, bitch ass nigga.
Get on your face. Get on the fucking ground. Get on your fucking face. Get on your face. Get on your fucking face. They killing me. They killing me. Roll the fuck over me.
They're killing you? What?
They killing me. They killing me. They killing me. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
I'm sorry, but Jesus Christ. I mean, I really hate to say this, but there are so many black male cowards. So many black male cowards. For one, I've been arrested before, and I'm not gonna act like, let me go, they're killing me, they're trying to kill me, hey, let me go, bitch ass nigga. But
I said he needs to be shamed completely by the community for just how he acted out there, acting like a little bitch.
Exactly, and it's like you made the decision to take somebody's life, and now you over here, they're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill another unarmed black man. Bitch, what a fucking pussy. Like, dude, oh my God, bro. So many black male cowards in the community. Single mother raised black male cowards. It is a whole thing. Like, dude, when you get arrested for one, he said, get on your face, get on your fucking face. That's when you get down, bro. Put your hands behind your back. Straight up. And it'll end very quickly. I promise you.
Your fucking face. Get on your face. Get on your fucking face. They killing me. They killing me. Roll the fuck over me. They killing me. They killing me.
Look at his hair. I mean, he got the freeform dreads. He doing the Kodak. He doing the Kodak, man. I mean, look, bruh. There's definitely a look, and shout out to all the dreadhead niggas. These niggas make dreadhead niggas look bad. I ain't gonna lie.
They killing me. Let me go.
Bitch ass niggas.
Let me go. Let me go.
Damn, you can't make this shit up. These niggas are fucking pussies, bro. Oh my God. Like, oh shit.
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta see it. I got it.
Sagging his pants. Okay. Indicators of demon time. He had all that smoke for the news reporter. And then when the police come, let me go. I would have respected it if he would have. I mean, I'm not saying that he should have done this, but I would have respected it more if he drew his pistol and, you know, and put in the work, did what he had to do. I would have respected it a lot more.
If he deleted himself by the cop.
Yeah, if he did self-deletion by the cop, if he would have drew his pistol and tried to shoot it out with him, I would have respected it a lot more. But the fact, there you go, fucking pussy.
That's Atlee's on. Let me go. Relax, man. All right, we got to secure. Relax. All you guys coming up.
Yeah, this nigga deserves to get George Floyded, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Relax.
George Floyd, this nigga. Jacob Blake, this nigga.
Relax. That way. Go. Oh, yeah. Go secure that whole area. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. Nigga, if you couldn't breathe, you wouldn't be able to speak. Niggas don't understand how biology works.
Down there, it needs to be. I can't breathe. He walked up from down there. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. You are breathing.
The cop's like, you're breathing fine. God damn. Who was in Eric Garner, the nigga who said I can't breathe? God damn it. This nigga started a whole trend. Now every time niggas get arrested, they talking about they can't breathe. Bruh, give me a fucking break.
I can't breathe. We're gonna help you up, okay? I can't breathe. Okay, roll him on the side real quick.
Krabby Turtle said Margaret Sanger that boy. Yeah, Margaret Sanger that nigga for real. Put that nigga back in the test tube, my nigga.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Yeah, he may be on some drugs. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Help you up, man.
They said he might be on some drugs. They trying to make sure they don't George Floyd the nigga. He might be on that Fetty. Yeah, he might be ugly ass nigga.
I can't breathe. He may be on some drugs.
He's getting you up. He's getting you up.
Now look how nice they gotta treat him. You're fine. He's getting you up. You're fine. He's getting you up. Oh my God.
Hey, good job, Ellie. I sat right there and I see him like throwing his hands up and stuff.
Good police work.
Hold on. We're gonna. I can't breathe.
What?
I can't breathe. He's down.
He's literally sitting on his ass, speaking, saying he can't breathe.
His leg. Get down his leg.
Hog tie that nigga. Look, he got the slides on. What I tell you about these niggas with the slides, bruh? I mean, niggas is sliding on ops in flip-flops.
Hey.
That was a bar. Sliding on ops and flip-flops. That sounds like a Migos bar. He's sliding on ops with flip-flops. Woo! Woo! With flip-flops.
Hey, I got a knife in my center console. Grab the knife out of my center console.
Grab the knife out of the center console. Jesus. Let me show you this guy's mugshot, then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Man, I'm hungry.
They're cutting the gun out of the hole in his pants.
Yeah. Cutting the gun out of the hole in his pants. That's crazy. So let's see. It's Corey Patriot says this motherfucker kills 3 people, some while the cops are watching, and then screams that the cops are killing him as they arrest him. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they would have killed this nigga. 19 years old, okay? Let's see. Is his name Keith Melvin Moses? Is that his name?
That's his name.
Yep, Keith Melvin Moses. So let's get into this little story right quick, and then we'll get up out of here. I mean, the cowardice in the black community is disgraceful. It really is, man. And it needs to, man. Unfortunately, it really does feel like there are no solutions because, I mean, what the fuck are you really going to do? What are you going to do? Your hands are tied. Shout out to the police for arresting this dude. You know, it's the best I can say at this point.
Go ahead now and piggyback kind of off of what you just said, because there were 5 victims in total in yesterday's violence. All of this started earlier in the day with the death of that 20-year-old woman.
Somebody said he looked like Russell Westbrook. He looked like Russell Westbrook combined with Kodak Black.
Yeah, her story is what brought the news crews to that scene, including the Spectrum 13 crew to Pine Hills. Few details known about the initial murder. We're working to learn if the suspect knew the victim, and if so, what type of relationship they had. A motive right now is unclear. We are in contact with the sheriff's office to get the latest details as they become available. At this point, it does not appear he knew any of the other victims, but we just don't know yet.
Our team coverage continues this morning with Fox 35's Amanda McKenzie. She is live outside the Orange County Sheriff's Office this morning. And Amanda, we are expecting that suspect to have his first appearance today.
That's right. And so we are looking into this 19-year-old suspect's criminal past. The sheriff says he has been arrested for several crimes related to gun violence before, even at such a young age. Keith Moses is in custody right now.
Several crimes related to gun violence before, even at a young age. Remember what that black man in New York said to that Asian cop? Remember, I've been arrested since 10 years old. This is a lot of these brothers' existence.
right now while detectives work to figure out a motive, if any, in this case. Now take a look at this picture that the sheriff's office provided to us. It shows the suspect, Keith Moses, flanked by Orange County deputies wearing a white jumpsuit. It almost appears as though he has a smirk on his face. At 19 years old, the sheriff says he has a lengthy criminal history of gun charges, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, burglary, and grand theft. Sheriff Mina says he was located and arrested not long after the second and third shootings. Deputies say he was still armed with a handgun, which they believe to be linked to all three deadly shootings.
A very good description was given out. Deputies located him in the exact same clothes that he was wearing during the shootings. And once they did detain him, homicide detectives who were familiar with him from the previous case said, "Yeah, that's our same guy from the earlier homicide."
Sheriff Mina says investigators are still working to figure out why he shot those two journalists and why he entered that home to shoot a mother and child. He says the suspect is not saying much at this time. Keith Moses is scheduled child.
I just want to run it back. Shout out to this black officer and the white officer.
They were
but the black
actually
officer for policing his own.
sitting outside his house, or outside the house of the family that was killed. And they were killed first, and then he went in and killed the family.
Wow. That's insane.
He says the suspect is not saying much at this time. Keith Moses is scheduled to go before a judge this afternoon for 3 murder charges. Reporting live from the Orange County Jail, Amanda McKenzie, Fox 35 News.
All right.
Woo! So there you have it. We'll just give you one more look at this super gremlin of the hour. Keith Melvin Moses. Okay, he kind of looks like a camel. But yeah, man. Honestly, I don't know what we can do. Obviously, YouTube and other social media platforms do not want this message to get out. I do appreciate everybody who came to support the stream. Appreciate Johnny Rebel for coming up, giving us this story and, supporting the stream as well. But as far as solutions go, yeah, I mean, the reason why I'm so pessimistic about this is because when you try to expose this type of stuff, you're heavily censored on social media. So how else are we going to get the message out there? We're not. So, I mean, all in all, no solutions. It is what it is. YouTube demonetized me. They censoring me. They making sure that I can't get this content out. So, anything that you guys can do does help. Make sure you like, share, comment on the videos, show some love, share the videos for sure. Do whatever you can to help me with the algo. I'll do my part by continuing to put out video. If you want to donate financially, always hit the Rumble live stream, or you can also hit the PayPal and the Cash App, or you can hit the GoFundMe where we're trying to raise. Let me just go back to my GoFundMe. I think it was $1 million to support alternative media. We're trying to raise $1 million, yes, to support alternative media. And I'm not going to use any of this shit personally. All this is going to go to promoting BGZM News 17. And I know $1 million is a huge feat. And I genuinely do not expect us to get to that point. So let me preface it right here with that. But, it takes a substantial amount of money to overcome these social media oligarchs. Somebody earlier said, hire a lawyer. And it's like, I can hire a lawyer and be billed fucking $100 an hour for them to do some shit that isn't even going to work. So,
because even if you do get a lawyer to take your case, you do win your case. They still don't have to do anything. They just have to pay monetarily. That's all you can go. And they might pay you monetarily, and then that's it.
Yeah.
You still don't get any traction on the social media as far as getting the message out.
Mm-hmm.
One good thing about this, though, is it showed me that, hey, Rumble does something weird where you start a channel and then you make a different channel where you can link 2 different channels to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets you like your user channel and then your actual channel where you're putting your content. And it tends to want to go live from your user channel or whatever a lot of the times. And I think that's what that is. So this stream let me find your actual lives on Rumble. I didn't know you were going live on Rumble. All I saw was the videos popping up.
Yeah. I don't know. Rumble's a little weird still. They still have some kinks to work out. But, I do appreciate the platform for, not censoring. Because I haven't gotten
out chat now, so they're working on it. They're actively trying to improve.
Yeah,
YouTube
they
just
are.
Says, go to hell.
Yeah, exactly. We do have 2 Rumble rants. We have Dominican saying with a $2 Rumble rant, they say, what percentage of Black people are beyond saving? I never lived in an area like Atlanta or Memphis to have an accurate perception. Johnny Reb with a $2 Rumble rant. He says the local news, while being woke as fuck, still at least do the reports. It is the national news that has my complete contempt. Yeah, I would agree. I would tend to agree with that. The local news at least does the story. Okay, even if they may not agree with the way that we see it, they still at least do the story. So I appreciate Johnny Reb. Do you have any final words? You're muted.
Yeah, no, good. I just, it's great that you're going back live again.
Yeah. I mean,
that's your perspective. And
yeah,
that's all I had to say.
Okay, yeah, appreciate that. And shout out to Johnny Reb. He has been a supporter from day one. So shout out to Johnny Reb. And but yeah, I mean, I'm going back live. I'm just gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna bite the bullet. It is what it is. I'm gonna continue to go back live. I was waiting until I got remonetized in some, I guess, attempt at protesting my demonetization, but obviously that didn't work. So I'm going back live. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm saying whatever the fuck I want. I'm cursing. I'm being vulgar. I'm being belligerent. I don't care. I lost all hope. And if that's the only way to get the message out there, then so be it. So with that being said, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Black Gen Z Mindset, aka BGZM News 17, aka Jinquavius Jackson. And we are going to send it to Jinquavius to take us away. I appreciate everything that you guys do. Support the channel. Make sure immediately, I cannot stress this enough, immediately after the stream ends, comment on the stream. We have 84 people in here as of now. I need 84 comments once this stream ends. Guys, that's the best way that you can support me. If you can't send money, please just leave a comment. That helps with the algorithm. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed and you're watching this live. And please, please, please share this video with your friends, your peers, your correspondents, whoever you come across. Share these videos, save a fucking life. You already know what it is. It's Black Gen Z Mindset, aka BGZM News 17, aka Jinquavius Jackson, signing off. Peace.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all tell me what they say.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more
store.
do you want from me?
Oh, look at Daddy.
He's not my dad, Mom.
Really, Ava?
He's not. My dad's in jail and I miss him.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Anyway.
so it is what it is.